The Uruguay River is a river in South America. It flows from north to south and forms parts of the boundaries of Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay, separating some of the Argentine provinces of Mesopotamia from the other two countries. It passes between the states of Santa Catarina and Rio Grande.It in Brazil, forms the eastern border of the provinces of Misiones, Corrientes, and Entre Ríos in Argentina, and makes up the western borders of the departments of Artigas, Salto, Paysandú, Río Negro, Soriano, and Colonia in Uruguay. The river measures about 1,838 kilometers in length and starts in the Serra de Mar in Brazil, where the Canoas River and the Pelotas River are joined, at about 200 meters above mean sea level. In this stage the river goes through uneven, broken terrain, forming rapids and falls. Its course through Rio Grande.It is not navigable. An unusual feature of the Uruguay River is a submerged canyon. This canyon formed during the Ice Age, when the climate was drier and the river was narrower. Its depth is up to 100 meters below the bottom of the river channel, and it is 1/8 to 1/3 as wide as the river. The canyon is only visible in two places, one of which is the Kona Falls. However, the falls are not visible for 150 days per year and become more like rapids when they are not visible. Unlike most waterfalls, the Kona Falls are parallel to the river, not perpendicular. The falls are 10 meters to 12 meters high and between 1,800 meters and 3,000 meters wide. They are 1,215 kilometers from the mouth of the river. Together with the Parana River, the Uruguay forms the Rio de la Plata estuary. It is navigable from around Salto Chico. Its main tributary is the Rio Negro, which is born in the south of Brazil and goes through Uruguay for 500 kilometers until its confluence with the Uruguay River, which is located 100 kilometers north of the Uruguay's confluence with the Rio de la Plata in Punta Gorda, Colonia Department, Uruguay. The river is crossed by 5 international bridges called Integration Bridge and Paso de los Libres Uruguana International Bridge, between Argentina and Brazil, and the Salto Grande Bridge, General Artigas Bridge, and Libertador General San Martin Bridge between Argentina and Uruguay. The drainage basin of the Uruguay River has an area of 365,000 square kilometers. Its main economic use is the generation of hydroelectricity, and it is dammed in its lower portion by the Salto Grande Dam and by the Ita Dam, upstream in Brazil, origin of the name. The name of the river comes from the Spanish settlers' interpretation of the Guarani language word the inhabitants of the region used to designate it. There are several interpretations, including the River of the Urus and the Uruguay. Cellulose plant conflict. Argentina and Uruguay experienced a conflict over the construction of pulp mills on the Uruguay River. Two European companies, ENCE and Botnia, proposed building cellulose processing plants at Fray Bentos, Uruguay, opposite Gualeguaychú, Argentina. According to a 1975 treaty, Argentina and Uruguay were supposed to jointly agree on matters relating to the Uruguay River. Argentina alleged that Uruguay broke the treaty. Additionally, Argentina believed the Finnish company Botnia was polluting the fish and the overall environment of the river, while Uruguay believed that the plant was not depositing a large amount of toxins in the Uruguay River. Starting in April 2005, residents of Gualeguaychú, as well as many others, protested, claiming that the plants would pollute the river shared by the two countries. Early in 2006, the conflict conflict escalated into a diplomatic crisis, making one of the companies move the project 250 kilometers south. Beginning in December 2005, the international bridges linking the Argentine province of Entre Ríos with Uruguay were intermittently blockaded by Argentine protesters, causing major disruptions in commercial traffic and tourism. In 2006, Argentina brought the dispute before the International Court of Justice. The ICJ completed hearings between Argentina and Uruguay regarding the dispute on October 2, 2009. In 2010, the court ruled that although Uruguay failed to inform Argentina of the construction of the pulp mills, the mills did not pollute the river, so closing the remaining pulp mill would be unjustified. Later in 2010, Argentina and Uruguay created a joint commission to coordinate activities on the river. Links across the Parana. The course of the Uruguay is crossed by the following bridges, beginning upstream.